Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Lore of League of Legends. In this episode, I'm going to be revisiting a champion that was covered some time ago, but his lore had been changed with the coming of the Freljord patch. I present to you the remastered lore of Gragas, the Rabble Rouser. Enjoy! The foothills of the Great Barrier Mountains are home to the hardiest of people found anywhere on Valoran. Only those with great fortitude and endurance dwell in what is perhaps the most rugged and unforgiving environment anywhere on the face of Runeterra. It is here that the mighty Gragas keeps his residence, living just south of Noxus. The only thing more important to Gragas than fighting is his drinking. He has an eternal love of good drink, but his massive constitution has prevented him in the past from reaching a divine state of intoxication. It was during a night of his usual drinking, after draining all the kegs of their ale and left wanting more, then an idea struck him instead of the usual bar stool. Why couldn't he just brew something that would finally get him drunk? It was at this moment that he vowed to create the ultimate brew. He set off on his adventure, travelling all over the Valoran until his quest eventually brought him to the icy tundras of the Freljord. It was here where the promise of acquiring the purest Arctic water for his recipe led him into the uncharted glacial wastes. But while lost in an unyielding blizzard, Gragas found himself stumbling upon a great howling abyss, a great expanse filled with immense power and magical properties. The air was cold, and the howling of the wind was not the only sound to pierce the cold air. It was here that he found it, a flawless shard of ice that was unlike anything he'd ever seen. Not only did this unmelting shard imbue his lager with incredible properties, but he also discovered it had a handy side effect, which kept the mixture chilled at the perfect serving temperature. Under the spell of his new concoction, Gragas headed for civilization, eager to share the fermented fruits of his questing labour. As fate would have it, the first gathering to catch Gragas' eye would shape the future of the Freljord. He blundered into a deteriorating negotiation between two tribes, discussing an alliance with Ashe the Frost Archer. And although she welcomed a break in the tension, the other warriors bristled at the intrusion, hurling insults at the drunken man before them. True to his nature, Gragas replied to remarks in kind with a diplomatic headbutt, setting off a brawl matched only in the legends of Freljord. When the fallen from the great melee had finally awoken, Ashe proposed a friendly drink as an alternative to continuing the fight. With their tempers sated and doused in suds, the two tribes that were formerly on the brink of war bonded over a common love for Gragas' new brew. Although strife had been averted and Gragas hailed as the hero of the day, he still felt that he had not achieved his dream of drunken blissfulness. So, when the day was over, he set out once more to wander the tundra in search of ingredients for Runeterra's perfect pint. And that's all I've got for you this episode. Check back later for the last in our series covering Freljord, and the last episode I shall be delivering for 2013. Don't forget, any champion that's been covered already can be found in the playlist, and if you click the annotation at the top of the screen, it'll take you straight there. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, I'll see you next time.